I am really curious about what this means. The downloadable content, and I cannot press any button for it.
I still think it's rather interesting that there is that kind of thing happening with like being able to hold items, because in Legends Arceus you weren't able to do that.
Aerodactyl.
So doing more side quests, and I'm gonna just say this real quick. Still on the term of recording, I'm recording this on the 18th of October, so when this will be uploaded is likely a month from now. But I'm recording this at the point of me having not completed this game yet, surprisingly. And this is part 6 of this game. And I know that I did some recording, but that was basically because I was showing Wither off. Witherius is mainly it. Wither is still the preferred name, but I can't help but call him Witherius because of that sort of profile. And mainly, I was showing off how this game works, because he was like, it would be interesting if there's a Pokemon game that is no longer turn-based and has cooldowns. And that is exactly what this game is. So when I showed him that, he was pretty interested in that. Made him think a little bit about about playing through this game. And I told him if he is willing to, since it is on, good grief, I can never remember that. I don't know, if they didn't do this on the first Switch, that would have been pretty saddening. Very glad though that it's a case that they're doing it that way. Also, what does this guy say? Lifetime wouldn't be enough to truly master Pokemon battles. Burn heal. I was actually sort of hoping that item wouldn't be a burn heal, and instead it would have been something more exciting. So I'm trying to find this guy over here. Plus going through some alleyways. Is that Patrat? Yeah. Good bite. Of course you'd miss. You know what? I'm going to... The only reason I have Pidgey... I was going to say Pidgeotto, but Pidgey. I need a taxi over here. Taxis are a great way to reach a place you've never visited before. And once you get there, you'll have a new travel spot for the future. 20 Mega Shards. Driver's chatter can be a real hit or miss, though, and you're stuck sitting through it. I actually didn't know that the taxi could get you anywhere. I always forget that it's not like, oh my goodness, really? Try that again. Sorry. Wait. I bet they'd make bank if they brought back Super Training now. Yeah, Super Training was a great thing in Pokemon X and Y. Made it to level 11. And got Light Screen, but I'm not going to teach that to anyone. Giga Drain. I don't think anybody here can learn Giga Drain, other than the one that already knows it. Would be rather interesting. I'm betting you're going to talk about this thing. Artist. I came here to sketch the scenery for a piece that will no doubt take place in my next contest. But behold, a thorn vine. Bit of inspiration. Perhaps burning the brambles might do the trick. You can also cut them. Brambles must be gone if I am to complete my piece. Have your Pokemon burn them away. You can also cut them, but I guess burning is what I need to do. Ember. Easy as that. I'm not gonna read this. What? There are even more brambles. How can this be? Okay, so it wasn't as easy as that. Plus, I also gotta complete that feisty Chespin side quest. Why did I growl at the thing? I thought that was where Ember was. I keep on pressing that. You know what? I'm gonna make sure that I keep on pressing plus because I always think that's a pause button. I'm gonna change it so I'm gonna change things so that no, I want to rearrange moves. I want Ember to be the A button. Because I'm pretty used to the bottom button being the status one. Wing attack won't work, it will just damage them on. Is there any more? And there's more. There are even more brambles. How can this be? Burn them all away. It's just like spiders. Get them all out! Might as well just do this.
I'm surprised you're not letting my Pokemon cut them down. You're just letting them all, burn them all down instead.
So I wonder who's causing these brambles to show up because I'm very sure they aren't coming up by just the nature. I don't think nature's letting them go up. If there was flamethrower that I would use, then that would make things a little bit easier. Razor Leaf would have just knocked a lot of them down, but she wants them to be burned instead. That's why I'm doing it that way. Now I'm gonna first just... I did the growl move, I'm an idiot. Burn, heal again, not impressive. My heart is practically overflowing with things. I can resume sketching. It's no longer brambled. How could so many brambles have appeared so suddenly? That's why there's a phantom. Look, it's a phantom. Could it be that this Pokemon was sabotaging me?
Yeah.
Oh, cruel Pokemon, why must you torment me so when I'm already pressed for time? Aha, inspiration strikes yet again. Drawing Phantom alongside the fountain would be a perfect representation of life in Lumiose. Your role is decided, Phantom. You shall be my model, my muse. Tom? You will create a masterpiece, the painting of our era, destined for the Lumiose Museum's halls. Don't you dare move from that spot. Stay put until my work is done. Now we're sure to take that first place in the upcoming contest. I can't thank you enough. It doesn't want to be with her though. Yes, bull. And that word was sorry. I'm completely beat. I wish I could wrestle a Pokeball. Interact.
Phantom.
Are these wild Pokemon? They are. And Garbodor is over there, so I'm not gonna battle any of these guys yet. Because Garbodor, I'm pretty sure, is going to be a very powerful level. So now I'm going to cut and go to... I'm not going to this area yet. Find Lida to give her the things she left behind at the hotel. I forgot that's what I needed to do. The only reason I have been grinding side quests is because I thought the time would pass, but it doesn't proceed that way. But it's sort of a good thing, because I'm going to do one more side quest beforehand. Tiny mushroom. I'm for certain that there's going to be more to it than just wild areas. I'm pretty sure there's going to be roots as well. Because if this game is beaten already, I'm going to be very disappointed. Because they took all this time. Nope, it wasn't Pichu. Oh, Vivian. Oh, hi. That's very sweet, actually. I like this. This is really cool. A genius feather. I was gonna say a gentle feather. I'm not gonna dare battle these guys. It's actually really cool for the Vivian being there. Vivian is meant to be a pretty Pokemon. Love how it's basically a butterfly. There's a lot to explore in this place. And I'm glad I'm able to do it without being stopped. I don't even know how I got that. Good grief. I'm apparently picking up items and I don't even see any sparklies.
He looks exactly like that trainer I just battled against.
So apparently you can just pick up these experience candies. I feel like I'm very close. And then when I eventually make it, which I'm going to go to the Pokemon Center as well, so I don't waste any time. A Hyper Potion. That means it's a very high level place over here. Still disappoints me a little bit though. Wait. Oh, that's a Pyroar. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm just gonna go to this side quest. Shutterbug Cafe, and it is a flyable place. Oh, Slurpuff, you know I hate seeing you in a foul mood like this. Why don't we try to get you your favorite treat? What? Would that make things better? Maybe we can ask this trainer here for a bit of help. Hey there, stranger. Our Slurpuff here is, well, it's on strike, you might say. It's refusing to work. Usually I can get it feeling perked up in no time with his favorite treat from Cafe Soleil, but I'm on the clock, so I can't head there myself. Do you think you could help out by taking my Slurpuff to Cafe Soleil for me? It isn't that far. You'll find it if you head down to South Boulevard and keep going straight. Apparently that's what I need to do. I thought you were gonna ask me to battle it. Please, take my Slurpuff to Cafe Soleil. And indeed we are going that way with Slurpuff. So that's what we will do. And I stated this in the description of the playlist. I updated it a while ago, but I updated it on the 18th, aka the day I was recording this, by saying that I'm sorry in advance for not having, there's a pan stage, for not having talked much about much of anything. But when I'm on the focus, it's sort of hard for me to, focus on that. Oh, if it isn't Slurpuff, I see you've got a new friend with you today. I don't know where you've left poor Muse, but I assume you must want your usual. Thank you for escorting Slurpuff. Please, sit back and relax a moment as well. Macarons! Oh, I love macarons. I guess it's pretty tasty, huh?
Yes.
A Salil brand. What? But why? A free coffee is the least I can offer to anyone who's kind enough to keep an eye on Slurpuff. I didn't know I liked coffee. Everything better now? Huh? I'm sure Slurpuff is as happy as a clam pearl. Feeling chill. I got a break, so I came to collect my Slurpuff. And is my grumpy little marshmallow feeling all better now? Looks like you're back in high spirits. I knew that a little sweet smorgasbord would do the trick. And as thanks for bringing Slurpuff here with me, I've got a gift for you. Some Whipped Dream, which is used to evolve Swirlix into Slurpuff. Interesting. Let's get back to the Shutterbug. We can't leave our own customers waiting now, can we? It was saying thank you, but it also shook its head. What was that about? No matter what setbacks they might have, they go right back to being fast friends in a flash. The relationship between a trainer and their Pokemon really is something magical, isn't it? Indeed. You know. There's still like 2 Pokemon centers left for me to air travel to. There's like a lot to. Like, that's the thing that honestly, I don't really like how I'm unable to go through routes. But I will be glad if that actually does happen eventually. Is if I would be able to do the routes thing. I'm pretty sure that will happen because this feels like it's just a first route. That there's going to be a lot more to it than just that. Or maybe they will add a basement floor in Prism Tower, but you'll never know. So now, to do the side quests, there's only one more that I'm going to do. And that is going all the way over here to the feisty Chespin. Flying to this Pokemon. No, this is quicker. Flying here. Funny thing is, imagine if completing this wild zone would actually increase the shiny odds even further. Because that would be pretty cool if that's the case. And because I caught Pichu first, I'm just gonna keep Pichu with me. I still love how Chespin is just mad at the taxi. Will you battle Chespin? Yeah. Spin, spin! Spike is perfect for this. It's mad. So, rolling doesn't do much for me. I have no idea how the dodging method works then. I'm gonna then switch to Frogady and just finish it off with Bubble Beam. Got it! I was trying to do it all with just Spike. It looks like Chespin isn't admitting defeat.
Yeah! And you're battling me again. Angered again, so I can't catch it. I'm gonna heal just because I want to have Spike battle it again. I'm gonna actually let you use Bubble Beam. Six and experience, of course. Fitting. Still wants to battle some more.
So I guess you battle it 3 times and then eventually you join into your team. It's fitting for a hero, so that's why naming it That's why naming it one of the heroic names is actually best. Well, goodness, that time I did it with just Spike.
So it wants to battle even more? Slow down, you're going too hard. Honestly, the way to get stronger is by working with a trainer, not fighting one, right? I'd say that's right. See, even this nice trainer says so. Wouldn't you rather go with him, Chespin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you. Now you can have the trainer help you get really strong.
Yeah.
You obtained Chespin. One last thing for me before you go. Remember this. Taxis are for riding, not for battling. Three extra smalls and one small. I caught Chespin, and I'm naming it. I'm thinking of actually naming it, and you won't like it, but it's basically because he shares the same wavelength as this. I would have named it Druk, but Druk is more draconic than anything, so I'm gonna name it Zero. For a good reason, because it's a different kind of Zero. It's not loser named. It's basically... It's a female, I can't name it that then. Darn it, but this megaphone looks like a male. Ah! Would have named it Zero, but it's female, so I gotta name it Charla. Charla, another one of those heroic names I have for it. Level 14. I'm not gonna bother evolving it since Gren is my official team member, and I don't want to have 2 grass starters in my team. That's sad. I wanted the male one. I know I would have saved, but I'm not gonna bother. I don't know how to get up there. I don't want to jump. I know that a Rotom phone would save me, but still, it doesn't feel the same. How do I do it? Tourist tips, Well, let's see what you have to say, I guess. Wherever you went. Oh, you're right here. Fresh water. Oh, center camera. Whoops. So how do I get this item over here? Because the only item I'm able to get, also I gotta return Pichu, is I'm only able to get that one. Yeah, it looks like an item that won't give me much. Oh, there it is. It was this item that was glowing. I think I'm able to get... Oh, no, I'm not. How am I able to leap? I wish I was able to leap, but... Oh, wait, I can! Colorful Screw. This is actually the first time I've ever gotten an item like that before. What does this screw do? Because it gave out a noise that seemed important. Is it a key item? No. It's not valuable. These screws have been left here and there around Lumia City, and the staff at Racine Construction will trade you goods in exchange for them. Huh. Racine Goods? How do you even find that place? Since I've done every side quest I can for now. Plus I've trained a little bit, so I feel all set for the upcoming events. Plus I think the lore will thicken.
This is not the way. What the heck?
Is this a maze? I wonder. Maybe not. Goodness gracious, look at that. Oh, that's ice too. That's something I'm able to melt with fire, I'm pretty sure. Looks like ice. Let's see if I'm right. Ember. Yes. It created an ice bridge. That's cool. Waterstone. Is that intimacy and the happiness of a Pokemon isn't the same thing. And that in order to increase happiness, you have to move along with it. Rooftop. Esper. Is that an Esper? Yes. Oh. They're runaways. It's sort of funny that you don't get any research for oh goodness. And I'm unable to leap across. Would be cool if I was able to roll across gaps like this. Meow. Okay. Didn't require Rotom saving. Me, I guess. Because I landed on a slight ledge and that got me... saved me from falling from a great height. Weird! This is not the same deal as last time where I go around here. There's this item over here, so this will be another colorful screw. It's actually pretty dang cool. I'm able to pick up some of them rather easily. Firestone and a colorful screw. Yet again, where do I go for that? Maybe eventually I'll figure that out. I don't know about you, but I don't think there's any such thing as a surefire strategy or a correct way to compete in Pokemon battles. Yeah, like trying to dodge attacks and all. Doesn't look like there would be that too. Oh, what am I doing? Yet again, I messed up. And now I'm back here. I'm trying to get to that place where I'm supposed to go. I think the only way to get there is by rooftop. Because I don't see any surefire way to get there. Hello. So I'm like cutting in and out to figuring out where I'm needing to go, showing off all the new places. Really? How did that miss? There. I'm just gaining the experience. Finally! That's it, Staryu. Looking good. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, hey there, Eclipse. What are you doing here? You forgot your things. Oh, you brought me my stuff. Thanks so much. You seem like you were always ready to dive in and help out someone in need. Kinda like Tony. It's comforting. You're dealing with a lot yourself though, right? Trying to win the ZA Royale is a big deal. Not that I haven't had a bunch happening on my end too. As you can see, what's happening is dancing. I know this great dancer whose footsteps I want to follow in, so I came to Lumios for dance school. That's so cool. I would have actually said something way worse. Ha! Yeah, it's my favorite thing. I stopped myself before reading it out loud, before saying what I thought she said out loud. But see, that friend I was rooming with at first signed on with a talent agency and had to move. Huh? I was only able to come here at all because I got a scholarship. I don't know how I would have been able to work enough to make rent on my own. It was right around then that I bumped into Townie outside the Garde de Lumios. and the rest is about the same as your story. Someday, I want to repay AZ and Tawny for all they've done for me. If it's Tawny, I'm sorry, but I'm feeling like Tawny is cooler. This is kind of random, but can I ask you a favor? I feel like mixing up our warm-up would really help me and start you pull off a killer performance. Will you battle us so we can get nice and loose? I thought so, yes. Hope you're ready to get dazzled by Staryu's moves. Though I have to heal, I realized. I love these typical themes. Launcher is first, so you're a typical water trainer. Gotta heal first before I use a move. I'm just gonna use a super no, I'm not. Fresh water. Missed! Nice miss. Vanillite, an ice type. I'm sticking to where I am now. And then I'm gonna switch back to Pichu. Man, you've got some moves of your own. Staryu. Yeah. Of course you use Harden first. I didn't even know that Harden was a move that you could use. Yay! Yeah! My team may have lost, but Staryu and the others were moving great. With skills like those, I can see why you've been killing it in the ZA Royale. With you helping out, we might even be able to make a Z stream come true. Let's keep it up, okay? Yes! Promotion match announcement for Trainer Eclipse. The opponent for your next promotion match has been decided. Okay, so it's not... I was hoping it was going to be trainers of every first letter being the same name. Was that just a coincidence? Why is this one Rintaro instead of something like Weston? That would have been even better. Trainer Rintaro. The trainer who wins will be promoted to rank V. Why is it Rintaro? Why couldn't you make it a letter W? You were doing so well until then. Looks like your next opponent works at a restaurant. You got this, Eclipse. You're probably strong enough to be at rank G already. No. That's the level when all the other trainers tend to start using Mega Evolution in battles. Guess you've got to earn ticket points, and it'll be a while before sunset. You can always pass some time chilling on a bench. I didn't even know that. Need a break? You can pass some time on the benches located throughout the city. Now I can just train some more in wild areas. Now I gotta go find a bite. Even the word restaurant hits different when I've danced myself up an appetite. And I just remembered another cafe I wanted to check out. Catch you later. Plus I don't have a Mega Ring yet.